Hello, hi everyone. So we will discuss the current affairs of the May 1st to the May 5th of the 2020. So that is the first one is the Sankalp scheme. This Sankalp scheme is launched by the Madhya Pradesh government to help 24 hours helpline to help the elderly people during the lockdown. సో లాక్డౌన్ టైంలో ఎవరికైతే ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యారో వాళ్ళకి మన ఎసెన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్ గూడ్స్ కానీ ఎవరికైతే కావాలో దానికి సంబంధించి సో ఈ స్కీమ్ లాంచ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సంకల్ప్ స్కీమ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద మధ్యప్రదేశ్. Right. Next one, in the same way, Himachal Pradesh government also launched the Mukhyamantri Shahri Rozgar Guarantee Yojana. Mukhyamantri Shahri Rozgar Guarantee Yojana. Mukhyamantri Shahri means urban areas, Rozgar means employment, guarantee means guarantee. So that government is saying that we will provide the 120 days of the guarantee employment to the urban areas, not the rural areas, urban areas. So that is a Mukhyamantri Shahri Rozgar Yojana launched by the Himachal Pradesh government to provide the 120 days of the guarantee employment in the urban areas. So that is a very important question. Sankalp is launched by the Madhya Pradesh government and Mukhyamantri Shahri Rozgar Yojana guarantee is launched by the Himachal Pradesh government, that is providing the 120 days of the employment in the COVID-19 seasons. Next is Saras collections. What is this Saras collection? Saras collections is refers to the that is e-marketplace portal. What is e-marketplace portal? E-market portal is nothing but that is a e-commerce site of the government of India, like Amazon, Flipkart, like Myntra, so whatever the websites are there. In the same way, if you want to purchase the any goods, that is a government platform, e-commerce platform, that is known as what? Government e-marketplace. So this government e-marketplace now launched the Saras collection. This is a number of the goods. What is this Saras collection? This Saras collections includes the handicrafts, handlooms, office accessories, grocery and pantry, and the personal care hygiene. So all these are from where you are getting these handicrafts, handlooms, and these handicrafts, handlooms are prepared by the self-help groups. So whatever the women self-help groups are there in India, so all these self-help groups are prepared these handicrafts, handlooms, office accessories, and they are selling in the platform known as what? Government e-marketplace. Self-help groups, and the self-help groups are generally run on the basis of the scheme is known as was National Rural Livelihood Mission. National Rural Livelihood Mission is specially the mission aimed at the what? Promoting of the self-help groups. National Rural Livelihood Mission. Under this scheme, they will get the loan at the rate of the 7% of the interest rate. Government of India provide the loan at the rate of the 7% of the interest rate under the National Rural Livelihood Mission to the self-help groups. So these people are manufacturing this one in order to sell them in a online. So government of India launched the Saras collection, an e-government platform. Next, again another we are going to launch. India going to hit the one of the biggest retail e-commerce in the next upcoming days. So that is a Bharat Market. So Bharat Market is another the e-commerce platform like Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, whatever there. Like in the same way the Bharat Market. So Bharat Market is launched by the Confederation of the All India Traders. Confederation of the All India Traders are going to launch the another e-market platform that is known as what? BharatMarket.in. Right, next one, COVID Katha. This book is released by the Department of the Science and Technology on the occasion of the completion of the 50 years of the Department of Science and Technology. COVID Katha. And next one, HDFC Bank. So what HDFC's bank is launched the one song is released by the HDFC Bank. Hum har nahi manenge. Hum har hashtag hum nahi marenge. So that is nahi manenge. That was a song released by the HDFC banks. So HDFC Bank will contribute the 500 rupees for the each sharing of the each sharing of the this song in the social media. So social media lo song ni share cheste for every sharing that HDFC Bank will contribute the 500 rupees to the PM Care Fund. So that is a HDFC Bank. So this was a very important question. Which bank is launched the song is not important, but which bank is contributing the 500 rupees for the sharing of the song? That is the HDFC Bank. Next, Government of India raises the minimum support price of the minor forest produce from the ranging from the 16% to the 66%. So minor forest produce ante so forest lo ఉండేటువంటి tamarind కానీ lac కానీ honey కానీ right. So ilanti whatever the lac, all these are the minor forest produce. These minor forest produce minimum support price is revised for every 3 years. So now it is revised, so that is 16% to the 66% but the 49 items. So 49 minor forest goods ki so minimum support price అనేది పెంచడం జరిగింది. Next, Ayu Raksha. So Ayu Raksha is the Delhi Police Commissioner. This was launched by the Delhi Police Commissioner Ayu Raksha. The Corona se Jang Delhi Police ke Sang, joint initiative of the Delhi Police and the All India Institute of the Ayurveda. So ఏం చేస్తారంటే they will supply this Ayurveda medicines to the Delhi areas to fight against the COVID-19. So that is the Ayu Raksha. Ayu means Ayurveda, Raksha means police. Ayu plus Raksha. Next is the Atulya. So Atulya is another that microwave oven. So simple గా చెప్పాలంటే when సమోసాని ఎట్లయితే హిట్ చేస్తామో how we will eat the samosa in the oven in the same way. So if the laptops are there, mobiles are there, any gadgets are there, they are maybe infected with the virus. So in order to clean these gadgets, so chemical, if you spray the chemical and the gadget, then the automatically gadget will spoil. So that's why, so whatever the goods on which there is there is no chance to spread the chemical fertilizers on that gadgets, we will that gadgets will keep under this microwave oven, and automatically all the disinfection will be cleaned on that one. సో వేటికైతే కెమికల్ ఫెర్టిలైజర్ స్ప్రెడ్ చేయడానికి అవకాశం లేదు. సో దానికోసం ఇది ఆతుల్ అనేది కాస్ట్ ఎఫెక్టివ్ డిసింటిగ్రేట్ కరోనా వైరస్. సో దట్ ఈస్ అ మైక్రో ఓవెన్ లాంటిది అనమాట. మనకి సమోసా హీట్ చేసేది ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్ పఫ్ అవి హీట్ చేసేలాంటి. సో దిస్ వాజ్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ బై ద డిఫెన్స్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ ద అడ్వాన్స్డ్ టెక్నాలజీ పూణే, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్. Next one is the EcoSense. E means electronic, Co means COVID, Sense means sensors. So electronic COVID sensors, electronic COVID sensors. That is the National Institute of the Animal Biotechnology prepared this one, Hyderabad, which was located in the world. It was a biosensor that can detect the novel coronavirus in saliva samples in the 30 seconds. So 30 సెకండ్లో సలైవా శాంపుల్స్ లోపల డిటెక్ట్ చేస్తారంటే ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ సిస్టమ్ బేసిస్ పైన ఇది పనిచేస్తుంది అనమాట, రైట్. సో అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, బయోసెన్సార్స్. సో దిస్ ఇన్-హౌస్ బిల్ట్ biosensor consisting of the carbon electrode and coronavirus antibody. When the antibody is capable of binding with the spike proteins of the outer layer of the virus, then the electric signal is generated, then antigen antibody binds. సింపుల్, యానోడ్ కాథోడ్ ఎలా అయితే పనిచేస్తాయో సేమ్ ఒకటి యానోడ్ కాథోడ్, ఇక్కడ ఒకటి యాంటీబాడీ అనేది సో యానోడ్ లాగా పనిచేస్తుంది. వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ ఆర్ గివింగ్ ద సలైవా, ఇఫ్ ద సలైవా ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ ద యాంటీజన్ ఆఫ్ ద కరోనా వైరస్, దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్ దట్ చార్జెస్ విల్ బి పాస్. Then year of awareness on the science and the health, YASH. It is again launched by the Department of Science and Technology. The purpose of this program is to create the awareness on the science and the health, YASH. Year of the awareness on science and the health, again Department of Science and Technology. That is the awareness program on the hygienic conditions of the human. And the research and development statistics and the indicators of the 2019 and 20. So that is the Science and Department of Science and Technology released that how much that India is spending on the research and development in India. So that is India spending, here you can read the report that India gross domestic expenditure is tripled between the 2008 to 2019 on research and development. India spending only 0.7% of the GDP on the research and development. This was very important question, just 0.7%. Brazil 1.3, Russia 1.1, China 2.1, South Africa 0.8. So among the BRICS countries, that is the least is the India only, 0.7% we are spending, very least. And again DST, Department of Science and Technology, and the DBT means Department of Biotechnology. Department of Science and Technology is spending 63%, and Department of the Biotechnology is spending the 14% of the expenditure. And number of the researchers per million. So million 10 లక్షల మందికి ఎంతమంది రీసెర్చర్స్ ఉన్నారంటే 255. So we are having the 255 so researchers for the 1 million population. Again very important question. India occupies the third rank in terms of the number of PhDs awarded. So first USA, followed by the China, and India is the third rank in number of PhDs awarded. Next, RBI cancelled the license of the CKP Cooperative Bank in Mumbai, so because violation of all the RBI regulations. And next one is the global report on the food crisis. According to the global report on the food crisis, 130 million people are living in food crisis. So 135 millions are living in the food crisis. Earlier it was 113 millions last year. Now it is increased to the 135 millions. So then automatically Yemen. So Yemen is standing the first place, that is a 15.9 million people are suffering. And Democratic Republic of Congo 15.6 million, Afghanistan 11.3 million, Venezuela 9.3 million, Ethiopia 8 million, South Sudan 7 million, Syria 6.6, like that. So total 135 millions are suffering with the food crisis. That was a report is prepared by the, so that organization is known as what, Global Report of the Food Crisis is produced each year by the Global Network Against the Food Crisis. Global Network Against the Food Crisis. Global Network Against the Food Crisis will prepare this report every year. As for this report, 135 millions are suffering with the food crisis. Now, Internal Displacement Monitoring Center. Internal Displacement Monitoring Center is located in the Geneva. So this organization every year prepared the global report on the internal displacement grid. So according to the this global report on the internet displacement this year 2020 report, so more number of the people are displaced. సో డ్యూ టు ద వాట్ ఇంటర్నల్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్, అంటే ఆ దేశంలో వచ్చే గొడవల వలన ఎక్కువ మంది డిస్ప్లేస్ అవుతున్నారు రాదర్ దాన్ న్యాచురల్ డిజాస్టర్స్. మోర్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ ఆర్ డిస్ప్లేస్డ్ డ్యూ టు ద వాట్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ అండ్ వైలెన్స్ రాదర్ దాన్ ద న్యాచురల్ డిజాస్టర్ ఇన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ కంట్రీ. సిరియా ఆల్మోస్ట్ 6,498 పీపుల్ ఆర్ displaced. Democratic Republic of Congo 5680 are displaced. Colombia 5578 are displaced. And almost 36.7 million people are displacing in the top 10 countries only. So around the world totally 50.8 million people are displaced in the 2018 due to the conflict or disaster with the corona conflicts and the disasters. టోటల్లీ అంటే వాళ్ళ దేశం నుంచి వేరే దేశానికి వెళ్ళిపోవడము, వాళ్ళ ప్రాంతం నుంచి వేరే ప్రాంతానికి వెళ్ళిపోవడం జరుగుతుంది. దీనివల్ల అక్కడ గొడవలు జరగడం వల్ల కానీ లేదంటే న్యాచురల్ డిజాస్టర్స్ వల్ల రావడం కానీ. బట్ దిస్ రిపోర్ట్ ఈస్ క్లియర్లీ ఇండికేటింగ్ దట్ న్యాచురల్ డిజాస్టర్స్ హ్యావ్ ద వెరీ మినిమల్ రోల్, బట్ దట్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్ అండ్ వైలెన్స్ ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎ మ్యాక్సిమం రోల్. 50.8 millions are displaced in the last year. And the Russian government is launched the first satellite to monitor the Arctic climate, that is Arctica M. So first satellite Arctica M. So Arctica M is going to launch through the rocket known as the Soyuz 2 1B carrier rocket. So this Arctica M is remote sensing and emergency communication satellite which will allow the improving the weather forecast and will enable the scientists better study of the climate change in the Arctic region. Though launch of the satellites, Russia aimed to develop the unique satellite network dedicated to the monitoring of the Arctic region. The question in the exam is which country is going to launch the this one separate satellite. Which country is going to launch the separate satellite for the monitoring of the Arctic region is Russia. Next one is the FINA. So FINA is a water world, that is a federation of the international nation. So there is a 2021. So 2021 so world aquatic world championship జరగాలి జపాన్లో జరుగుతాయి. బట్ 2020లో జరగాల్సిన దట్ ఈస్ ఒలింపిక్ గేమ్స్ ఆర్ పోస్ట్పోన్ టు ద 2021. దెన్ ఆటోమేటికలీ దీస్ వరల్డ్ aquatic championships ఆల్సో పోస్ట్పోన్డ్ టు ద 2022. సో ఒలింపిక్ గేమ్స్ 2020 నుంచి 21కి పోస్ట్పోన్ అయ్యాయి, ఇవి 21 నుంచి 22కి పోస్ట్పోన్ అయ్యాయి. నెక్స్ట్ ఐ లవ్ ఫర్ ఇండియా. సో దట్ ఈస్ అ ఫేస్బుక్ ఈజ్ పార్ట్నర్షిప్ విత్ ద ఫండ్ రైజర్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఐ ఫర్ ఇండియా. సో ఫేస్బుక్ అనేది బాలీవుడ్ యాక్టర్స్ తోటి వాళ్ళ అందరితోటి మ్యూజిక్ సింగర్స్ తోటి లైవ్ కాన్సర్ట్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తుందంట, దాని ద్వారా ఫండ్ రైజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటుంది. సో అది ఓకే దట్ వాట్, బట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ దట్ హూ లాంచ్డ్ దిస్ ఐ ఫర్ ఇండియా కాన్సెప్ట్ టు రైజ్ ద ఫండ్ ఈస్ ఫేస్బుక్, అమెజాన్ అంటే ఫేస్బుక్. నెక్స్ట్ కాన్ఫెడరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆల్ ఇండియా ట్రేడర్స్, ఇంతకుముందే చెప్పాం భారత్ మార్కెట్ ఈ. సో దట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు లాంచ్ ద కాన్ఫెడరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆల్ ఇండియా ట్రేడర్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ఈ మార్కెట్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్. e-market platform. Next is so Mekong. Next one వచ్చేసి Mekong River Commission. So Mekong River originates from the China and it flows to the China to Vietnam to the Laos to Thailand to the Cambodia. So China constructing the more dams on the Mekong River. That's why some other countries which are the lower countries are there. So that countries are expressing the dissent of the opinion. That countries are saying that China constructing the more number of the dams, then automatically there will less amount of the water flow to these countries. So then Mekong River Commission is there. So this Mekong River Commission was established in the 1985. The headquarter of this Mekong River Commission is the Viet Nam city in the Laos. Not the Vietnam, it is a Viet Nam city in the Laos. The Mekong River Commission members are the Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Vietnam. Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and these are the members from which the river will flow, which coming from the China, right? Next one is the Bay of Bengal boundary layer experiment. Bay of Bengal boundary layer experiment is that is IIC, Indian Institute of the Sciences in the Bangalore, and UK based University of the East Anglia. So created the blueprint for accurate prediction of the monsoon, tropical cyclone and weather forecast. So Bay of Bengal బౌండరీ లేయర్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ దేనికి సంబంధించి అంటాడు, అది మనకు కావాల్సింది. అక్కడ ఉన్న న్యాచురల్ రిసోర్సెస్ని సెర్చ్ చేయడానికి కోసమా, ఫిషింగ్ని సెర్చ్ చేయడానికి కోసమా, దేనికోసం అంటే దిస్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ వాట్ వెదర్ ఫోర్కాస్టింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండియన్ మాన్సూన్. సో ఇండియన్ మాన్సూన్ ఫోర్కాస్ట్ కోసం ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నారు. హౌ దట్ వాటర్ లెవెల్ అండ్ ద సెలినిటీ అండ్ ద టెంపరేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఓషన్ వాటర్, హౌ దట్ ఈస్ ఇంపాక్టింగ్ ఆన్ ద ఇండియన్ మాన్సూన్. సో ఫర్ దట్ పర్పస్ వీఆర్ కండక్టింగ్ ద స్టడీ. దట్ స్టడీ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ వాట్ బే ఆఫ్ బెంగాల్ బౌండరీ లేయర్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్. బే ఆఫ్ బెంగాల్ బౌండరీ లేయర్ experiment. Next one is the Chakma and Hajangs. See, Stakma and Ajangs are originally they are the habitats. Originally they are the people of the Bangladesh. So in the 1916, the Bangladesh one dam is constructed. So now see here the diagram yellow that Chittagong hill tracks. One dam is constructed here. The dam name is the Kaptai Dam. Kaptai Dam, CAPTAI, Kaptai Dam is constructed in the Bangladesh. So due to the construction of the dam, more people are the displaced, and the one of the more number of the people are displaced. The major displaced community is the Chakmas and Hajangs. So the Chakmas are the predominantly right Buddhists and Hajangs are the what Hindus. So Chakmas and Ajangs, and they are migrated from the Bangladesh to the India, and they are settled in some parts of the Mizoram and Assam and Arunachal Pradesh regions. Chakmas and Ajangs are living in India, so Assam, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh. But since last 50 years they are staying in India. But so in Arunachal Pradesh we are given the citizenship to them, but in other states we are not given any citizenship to these people. Now the government of India ordered that even COVID-19 relief features also applied to the Chakmas and Ajangs also, even though they don't have any ration card. Please provide the relief, COVID-19 relief to these Chakmas and Ajangs. So they came from the Bangladesh in the submergence of the what? So Kaptai Dam, displacement due to the what? Kaptai Dam. Next, NAM Summit, that is a non-alignment movement. NAM Summit we call NAM Summit, non-alignment movement. Non-alignment movement. After the World War II, so most of the countries are tilted towards the United States, and some of the countries are aligned with the Russia. And the countries which are not aligned towards USA, not aligned towards Russia, and those countries are known as what? Non-NAM countries. Non-aligned means they are neither aligned towards the Russia nor aligned towards the what USA. They remain the neutral countries. Those neutral countries are known as what? NAM group. So for every 2 years NAM meeting will be conducted. So this year the meetings is going to held in the Baku, 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 that is the capital city of the Azerbaijan. But due to the coronavirus, the video conferencing is going on. So Narendra Modi is right now taking the video conference of the NAM summit. So the theme is the United Against the COVID-19. NAM Summit means the countries which are neither supported the USA nor supported the Russia after the World War II. And those countries are NAM. And this year NAM Summit 2020 is Azerbaijan country. Capital city of the Azerbaijan is the Baku, BAKU, Baku. Next one, Indian journalist win the Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer Prize is the given by the Journalist Forum of the United States of America. So this is the highest award given by the journalist by the United States of America, and this is given to the 3 members of the Dar Yasin and Mukhtar Khan and Chani Anand. So honored with the 2020 Pulitzer Prize in category as known as what? Photography category. Photography category. There are 24 categories are there. So out of one category it is the photography category. The photography category, so that was given to these people. So these 3 persons. Next, Egypt tennis player Yusuf Osan gets the lifetime ban from the tennis integrity unit because of the corruption charges. And Sandeep Kumari banned for the 4 years for the failing in the dope test. She was failed in the dope test. Who is this Sandeep Kumari? Sandeep Kumari is the famous for the throwing. So discus throw. So she was banned for the period of the 4 years for the failing in the dope test. Sandeep Kumari. Throw, which belongs to the throw game. And next, former world snooker champion Peter Emden announces the retirement. So that was a very important question. So he belongs to which game? That is the snooker. And next one, Shobhana Narasimhan honored by the American Academy of the Arts and Sciences. Shobhana Narasimhan, so Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University professor, and she was a very prominent researcher in the nanotechnology and biotechnology. So because of her researches, she got the membership in the American Academy of the Arts and the Sciences. Shobha Narasimhan. Next one, India's next ambassador to the United Nations. Not the United States, United Nations. United Nations is the highest body in the world, where all the countries are the members of the United Nations. And next to that is every country will have their permanent member in the United Nations to take care of the affairs of that particular country. So from the India originally, that is a form of that earlier it was a Syed Akbaruddin. Now the Syed Akbaruddin was replaced by the Tirumurti, that Indian permanent representative to the United Nations is the T.S. Tirumurti. Very important question. And next one, Chuni Goswami. Chuni Goswami is the one of the legendary football player of the India, belongs to the West Bengal state. And Chunab Goswami was the captain of the gold medal winning Indian football team of the Jakarta Asia led జకర్తా జకర్తాలో జరిగినటువంటి ఏషియాడ్ గేమ్స్ లోపల 1962. సో ఇండియన్ ఫుట్బాల్ టీమ్ వల్ల గోల్డ్ మెడల్. ఈ వాజ్ అ క్యాప్టెన్ ఎట్ దట్ టైమ్, చునీ గోస్వామి. సో అవర్ ఎగ్జామ్ పర్పస్ is the Chuni Goswami belongs to which game? Football. And K.S. Nisar Ahmed is very prominent writer and poet of this Karnataka state, and he was popularly known as what Nityostava Kavi after the iconic poem Nityostava, and even that's Karnataka state anthem also written by him. So K.S. Nasir was passed away. Next, International Day of the Midwife. Every year May 5th is celebrated as a International Day of the Midwives. So that is very important question. This year the theme is celebrate, demonstrate, mobilize and unite, our time is now. Celebrate, demonstrate, mobilize, unite, our time is now. And in the same way 2020, this 2020 year is declared as a year of the nurses and midwives to commemorate the 200th birth anniversary of the nursing pioneer Florence Nightingale was born in the 1820, and this year the 2020, that is the 200 years of the celebration. So that's why the World Health Organization also declared the 2020 is the International Year of the Nurses and the Midwives. 2020 year. World Asthma Day. So World Asthma Day every year celebrated on the first Tuesday of the May. So date is not important because the first Tuesday means date will change. But the theme of this year is enough asthma deaths. And the World Hand Hygienic Day observed on the globally on the May 5th. So this is going to be very important. In the wake of the Corona, World Health Organization declared the May 5th as a World Hand Hygienic Day. This day is recognized for the clean and safe hands play in the warding of many serious infection. It is also known as the Hand Hygienic Day, World Hand Hygienic Day. Theme of this campaign is the Save the Lives, Clean Your Hands. Save the lives and what? Clean your hands. May 5th is declared as World Hand Hygienic Day. May 5th is declared as a World Midwife Day. World Midwife Day and the World Hand Hygienic Day. So this year is the Save the Lives and the Clean Your Hands, and this is going to be a very important question for the examination. World Hygienic Day celebrated on the which day? May 5th, and theme is the what? Save the lives. Save the lives, clean your hands. World Asthma Day theme is the enough deaths for the asthma days.